This is the famous pickled cabbage that everybody wants to know the recipe for. So I've got half a head of cabbage here, and we're going to cut that cabbage into very small slices. Now I'm using a slicer just to make things go nice and fast, but you can use a knife if you prefer. A great tip here is also shredding that cabbage using a food processor. All right, that's it. My cabbage is already sliced. It is nice and thin. This cabbage is beautiful and perfect for our recipe. So I'm going to take all this cabbage and we're going to add it into a bowl. I'm also going to add 1 sliced carrot in there with the cabbage. Just place it right on top of that shredded cabbage. I'm also going to add 2 tomatoes. I've got them sliced here. We want to remove the seeds. Now lightly mix everything together. I'm going to mix with 2 forks to make it nice and easy. All right, after we've got that mixed up, we're going to set this aside. And we're going to add a small amount of those vegetables into some glass jars. It's important that you sanitize your glassware really well, clean thoroughly, and leave those glasses in boiling water for 15 minutes. Now just add those vegetables right into the jars and repeat the process until all the jars are filled. Do this carefully and you can press that down if it's necessary. It is important that we fill those jars to the top. This recipe needs to be made in glass jars. That is super important. You never want to preserve in plastic jars as it changes the taste of this recipe and it just lasts less long in the fridge. All right, now that we've got our jars stuffed, we are going to prepare our seasonings. So I'm going to go ahead and start with some salt here. I've got coarse salt. We're going to need 1 tablespoon into each glass here. Just like that. And now we're going to add a spoonful of chopped garlic. And chopped garlic has a pretty strong flavor. I put 1 spoonful in each glass jar. And this is the perfect amount for this. Next, we're going to need 100 mils of water and pour that water into each of the jars. And this amount is perfect for the amount of vegetables we have here. But of course, if you want to make more of this recipe, just cut up more vegetables and you're just going to need more of these ingredients. Continue with all of the jars. Now we're going to add a slice of lime on top of each jar, just like this. I'm going to add 2 slices to each of mine. But this is completely optional. You can add as much or as little as you'd like. I promise if you make this at home, you will not regret it. This salad is perfect with meat and rice. I love serving it that way. All right, once you finish, you're going to cover each of the glass jars. And there is nothing better than having food ready in the fridge. I love prepping this meal. This recipe is perfect when you want to eat something different or something really well seasoned. You can also add some olive oil in there if you prefer. Store this recipe in your fridge for up to 6 days, and you can eat it during the week to have a perfect meal on hand. I guarantee the taste will make you happy. You'll love it. And you can add any other ingredients that you prefer or that you have at home. Enjoy.